Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. And we've got the Bachelor All-Star Wedding guest list being revealed here. Madi Prewett set to marry heir to billion-dollar fortune, Grant Trizzy Trout. And, of course, they've got quite the storied history in the last 8 months. Listen, I for sure have underwear that I haven't washed in the last 8 months. And I'm not talking about the stuff I'm talking about like how to, okay. But point being is that this is a fresh relationship, unlike my underwear. All right, follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'll also be live on Patreon this morning, patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind the scenes content. And of course, this is going to trigger some folks, but we're just going to discuss the wedding week that is. This is going to be a fascinating time in Bachelor Nation. So Madi posted this Instagram story, just got her eyebrows did or done. Pretty wicked threading happening there. Good for her. God loves you just the way you are, but he loves you even more when your eyebrows do whatever she's doing. That's how you want a quick way to your prayers. I don't plan any of this. I just look at things and I kind of spitball here. But I feel like when you're praying, the prayers shoot up to the Lord faster when you have aerodynamic. So if your prayers aren't being listened to, just understand you're not coming high enough. All right. So anyway, it's a fun time for a bride-to-be. She gets to share all of the influencer things she's doing for the week.
Signs in for the wedding, and I'm so excited to see them. I worked really hard on them with toast.
Breaking news, the wedding signs have arrived, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Oh, she can't say, oh my God, that's sacrilegious.
Look how incredible this looks. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
Obsessed. Wedding nails, everybody. He's got the wedding nails done. Oh my gosh. This ring could literally fuel, be the food source for like the whole city of Detroit or any other mid to large size city. Okay, so there it is. And there they are, the photos and this and that. So she posts, going to the post here, this photo yesterday. This week I marry you. And also probably they get to bang. Not that that's what it's all about. But it's something, Victoria Fuller says, I cannot wait to see you. And some other notable people coming. Kelly Flanagan, can't wait. So excited for you guys. I'm assuming these comments are all moderated here. The checklist goes on and on. Who's going? But I'll tell you what, here's what's interesting. Okay. Say what you want about Madi. She prints money. You know what I mean? She literally prints money. She's got a huge following that she's built since getting dumped on a TV show. And look at that, 1.7 million followers. People love to hate watch Madi. And my thing is this. I'm all about positivity, spreading love and all that. But I'm also a comic and I love a good joke. And for the people that's eyes are rolling over some of the different things happening with Madi, let's analyze it. So I've got about 7 different TikToks here. I've got the TikTok kind of criticizing her gift bags for the wedding, for her bridal party, and some other things that are going on. Let's just watch.
I'm like, does he have this I don't know, this swag,
Girl, she don't know.
Of course, that's Kelly Johns. I know it looks like Grant and Madison. That's actually Kelly Johns.
Does he have this swag?
Girl, she don't know.
This is one of my favorite things.
This is actually from her about being a virgin. I don't know if she
talk
answers
about.
it.
I feel like not a lot of people go there.
Yeah. I mean, look, I for one don't think any of us need to worry about what someone else does with their body, whether you want to be a virgin until marriage or not. I don't care what other people do with their bodies. But do you guys understand where I'm going with this? So much so that I want to leave the choice up to other people to decide what they do with their bodies. So that's where I stand with all that. Problem is a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people, we're going to trigger someone right now. A lot of people that want to protect their own choice and not be judged for what they do with their body want to pass legislation that tells other people what to do with their bodies. And I think everyone should make the complicated and difficult choice themselves to learn what to do with their body.
Yeah. And it is a very sensitive subject because I know that, from even just the people and a lot of people in my life, not everyone has made that same decision to save themselves. Yeah. And for a lot of people, that is a source of shame and regret and guilt.
Yeah. So I think what she's trying to say is her fiance isn't a virgin, but he's born again, maybe? I don't know.
Let's talk about Madi Prewett's bachelorette party. I'm on here covering celebrity and influencer weddings all the time, but but I've never done a bachelorette party. So let's see how it goes.
Why not?
Maddie had her bachelorette party in Miami at the Edition Hotel, which is a beautiful hotel. And her bridesmaids went all out. They had themes and colors for every single thing. Mostly pink, white, and black. And Maddie had all the custom accessories. Starting with this Mrs. Trout veil on the plane, a bride clutch, and these are custom balloons. Bride-to-be balloons, a bride housecoat or bathrobe, future Mrs. Trout sash, and of course, bridesmaids gift bag.
My wife, Tasha, didn't have a future Mrs. Neal. She's keeping her last name, which I'm all in support of. Like, whatever. She can decide if she wants to change her last name to mine or she can keep her last name. It doesn't make a difference with what we got over here. But I also don't judge other people for taking last names. But, geez, look at these gift bags.
Bags. Everything was monogrammed, really cute tote bags.
Now look, not to brag, but we got these made for every single person who came to the wedding. Ta-da ties the knot. Ta-da stands for Tasha and Dave. Plus we got monogram, we got hats made and bags. It cost us a fortune. It cost about $3,000. It was a decent amount of money, but we knew people were flying out to see us. We wanted to really take care of them. But this is very well done. I mean, this is not bad.
Tumbler, towel, luggage tag, and I'm sure there's some fun stuff inside. So the first night scenes, they all
What does SBP stand for? I don't even know what what is, am I missing something? SBP, what does that stand for?
Black, and she wore a really nice white jumpsuit. Her night one outfit was from Club London.
Okay, so now we get to the part where I don't care.
I think the worst thing that someone could make me do on their bachelorette party was go to like a really early morning workout class, but Madi Prewett from the Bachelorette has proven to me that I was wrong. My new nightmare is someone making me go to morning prayer circles.
Hey, I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to do a morning prayer circle on your bachelor, I feel like bachelor parties do a morning prayer circle because they have to atone for their sins.
When you remember watching Madi Prewett on The Bachelor and how she got famous after Peter ditched her for Hannah, but then she wrote a best-selling book and goes on tour.
Look, I'm all about people. You guys know me. I am all about people monetizing their experience, building equity, and all that. The problem I have is when people preach abundance, but also vote, and I'm not saying she does this, but I'm saying the problem I have is when people preach abundance and then vote for causes that actually don't provide that abundance to those that are less fortunate, right? So I actually come from a mom who, as a single mom, was on what's known as food stamps, which is a social program that helps people get back on their feet. And a lot of people in certain political parties want to vote against programs that help people that are not as fortunate, that don't have the privilege of looks, privilege of being born into a wealthy family, privilege of living in a community that allows you the chance to get a good education, living in a community that doesn't have food deserts, which are like, food deserts when you don't have access to healthy food and all there is fast food, which is, gets you on a sugar addiction and then obesity is an epidemic and all these different things. These are all privileges that people are born into. A privilege is something that you're born with. I'm all about like people like me. I pay like the highest amount of taxes you can pay. Chances are I probably pay a higher tax bracket than the billionaire there because they're good lawyers. But the point is that I'm all about preaching whatever abundance there is, but make sure you're doing what the good Lord preached, which is helping provide for those that are less fortunate, right? That's important. You know what I mean? I don't know. I say that all the time. I'm not saying they don't do that, but when she pretends that she's kind of like this, influencer who shops at Walmart and does all this, it's like she's worth a fortune. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend she's like the rest of us. She's worth an absolute fortune. All right, so she got criticized for this TikTok where she didn't even eat the food she ordered. She poured syrup over the pancakes and then did a dance where she didn't even bite into the... Anyway, look, maybe she ate the pancakes after, but people were really upset, like, eat the pancakes, you know what I mean? And then, of course, they just bought a home.
And her fiance, Grant, just bought a house. And I believe that their wedding is 13 days away. And so what are y'all's thoughts?
I wonder if there's a strategy to buying the house before they're contractually married. Is it in his name? How did they buy it together? Like, I don't know the legality there. How did they buy a home together before they're married? Did they sign separate contracts? Again, I don't know how it all works. I'm still a renter working towards that. But either way, like I said, again, because I'll get comments, Dave, you're so salty. No, but whenever you see, there shouldn't be, billionaires should probably not exist. You know what I mean? Like I always say, like Dolly Parton could be a billionaire, but she's given away hundreds of millions of dollars quietly and never talks about it. There's plenty of people out there that are very generous, and you have to wonder, like, how can anyone be, be worth so much money? But chances are that I'm sure the trickle down effect from a billionaire really hits its employees generously. So this was interesting to me. There was this video that Madi posted on TikTok. She actually looks gorgeous. It's kind of like one of those sexy videos, caught her dancing. So I can't really play the music, so I'll talk over. But she's doing what seems to be some sort of Alabama mating ritual dance here. But you know what's interesting is the initial influencer who went viral. Actually, you could say Pam Anderson might have been the initial celebrity to go viral, because I think she was caught at a Canadian Football League game or hockey game. She was caught on the Jumbotron. She went viral, obviously, back in the olden days. But here's Kate Upton, who went viral well over about a decade ago. This isn't the original video, so it's probably older than this. She was a model who was probably starting to work, whatever. But then they get her. She posts this video dancing to Dougie. If you remember Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Oh, need me alone, whatever. But they're laughing at her here as she's doing the dance. And this is a superstar. Something about how charming and fun she was to do this silly dance made her go viral. I'm not saying that's what Madi was aiming for with her sideline dance, but hey, people dancing on the sidelines of sporting events is a tale as old as time. So we're happy for them. But boy, wouldn't it be nice to release the tax records? Wouldn't it be nice just to make sure we're keeping a fair and honest audit on those in the community, that they're practicing what they preach? I think that would be fun. All right, let me know what you guys think. I'm sure we lost 7 subscribers on this one. Hey, my whole deal is this. The elections are coming up. Make sure, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you're on, make sure whoever you decide to vote for, you know what they're actually doing with the money, who they're receiving money from, and what their plans are to help the people. We have a class issue happening, folks. We have an absolute class issue where we've got all these rich people, all these people that pretend like they're there to serve you, and they've got rich donors. They've got political parties that are not doing what the people and the majority want. So whatever political side you're on, just do as much research as you can, simple Googling, trusted news sources, and find out who you can vote for that's going to fight for you and for all of us. All right, that was this episode. More to come right after this.